Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our studio after 2 rest days we've had so far. And today is a very important day as we have the two most important people here from the whole championship. So welcome here Ludwig Kluger, our operations director, and Misa Rendlova, our whole competition director.
Thank you.
Welcome, guys. So the first and most obvious question, why did you decide to organize this championship?
I think it's pretty easy because in the Czech Republic is no one better than we together, and we are working well. So
we're the best team you can find here.
Oh, good. So you two are very famous for organizing together several championships and competitions so far. One of them was the World Gliding Championship at Hossin in 2018. So what would you say are the strengths of your cooperation?
I think the basic is that we are counting with a team of young people. And you remember that on Hossin we were just 2 or 3 older guys, and then we counted with the young people from school, your team classmates, and some of the local young people from Hossin. And at the end it was really successful combination of young people and great weather we had in Hossin.
Mm-hmm. And the teamwork of you two personally? Yeah. What's good about it?
I think we know each other really well, so we can estimate what the other will do.
We are mostly not in touch for some days. Yeah.
We don't need to talk to each other.
Yeah.
So we save the time as well.
That's the perfect teamwork then. And so how did you decide which one of you will be the operations and the other one the competition director?
Is in better design.
Definitely I'm more powerful.
You're younger, right?
Yeah, younger, higher and stronger and smarter.
And over the years, so how did you enjoy being the leaders of the competitions and not the pilots themselves?
It's a very difficult decision because about the Worlds in Hossin, I decided in 2014 after the competition in Lešno that we should organize some Worlds as well in Czech Republic because we were on many competitions around Europe and also in US and some other continents, and
they decided to go on.
Yeah, that was my idea at the beginning. Then I asked Ludwig to help me, and then we of course asked Matěj, our son, to help us as well. And the idea was first that someone will be competition director and I will fly the competition in Czech. But then we didn't find, as I said, no one better than we are, so we decided to organize it by ourselves.
Okay, and so don't you miss gliding yourselves when you organize the competition?
I miss it, of course.
I have no problem with them because I can fly every day as I am more powerful than Thomas is, so I can fly every day here.
He's not missing gliding as much because when we flew together in double-seater, he usually sleeps in the back, so it's not such enthusiastic guy for gliding as I am, so I miss it. And
I have only one problem here. Normally I eat during the flight some Jwgc.
Gummy bears?
Gummy bears, yeah.
No, I have nothing to eat, so it's slightly complicated for me.
Oh. He ate it all for you?
No. Once we are not competing, we do not eat the gummy bears. But once we're flying together, we have them as the
snack.
Snacks. Thank you. And usually it's ended that Ludwig eats everything, and I have no gummy bears at all. So
no power for you.
No power for me. Yeah.
Maybe our competitors should remember this, that they love gummy bears, and if they want some bonus points.
We also heard that you told the other competitors here that the gummy bears are a good snack for gliding. So
yeah, that's why my friends are now high up on the ranking.
Yeah, but to be honest, we are not so happy with that because it's our secret.
Yeah.
Oh,
we are not really happy that we are telling that.
And so, do you two together have some organization goal you would like to achieve?
Maybe the competition of the universe, something like that, because there is nothing
bigger than the world.
Yeah.
Okay, and overall you've only had the mixed championship, so would you be interested in organizing the women's one as well? Do you find any difference there?
To be honest, it's a difficult question, and we understood that the way that the British are organizing now, that the women's are doing championships for women's, could be maybe great idea, because we are old generation and we not understand every corner of the women's competition. So
It's different kind of competition. So it's
Different mindset there.
It's really complicated. So yes or no, because women are better in this.
Okay. And so is there something you would like to change in the overall rules of organizing World Championship?
I would say at the moment what I feel and what I know that everything works well. Sometimes I am surprised how deep the rules are and what's the FAI and IGC prepared for the organizing of competition. So far I would not change anything.
Maybe some new forms for daily check can be good for us for the future.
Okay. That's what you know from the operations, right? And so guys, something a little more personal. How did your gliding career start and what's your overall gliding story of your life?
You are older, so
I started
earlier.
Yeah, I started here in the club, 1978. After many years, I was in the other club, really active. Now I'm back for maybe for last 5 years, 6 years. So
you are still so young, so
yes, I'm still so young.
Yeah.
That's all.
Maybe a deeper story.
I have different stories, funny situations in my life, because I'm for a long time in gliding. Still alive, so 3 crashes, everything's fine.
Do you fly different aircrafts than gliders?
I am able to fly power planes, but gliding is number 1 for me.
Okay. And you, Thomas, what's your story?
It's pretty simple. I started at Kladno Air Club. That was the club where my father flew in the time. So I was visiting the gliding club from, let's say, 1 or maybe 2 years of my age. And then in 14, exactly 10 years after Luděk, because we have a 10 years difference in age, I started gliding on Kladno Air Club. And then I was flying in several clubs as well, especially due to situation that the Kladno is close to Prague airport, and we had some limitation with the airspace. And then I moved with the family to Zbraslavice, which is definitely one of the most famous Czech club, and I flew there for already 21 years. So that was pretty easy. Yeah.
And so, guys, is there still some aviation dream you would like to reach?
Which is a difficult answer in our age.
I have no dream.
You said you are young, no?
Yeah, I have only one dream: to go sleep today.
Good dream.
Definitely, I would like to fly again in Uvalde. So it's kind of, let's say, dream for the moment, and there will be
to go back to Uvalde again.
2024, there will be Worlds. So let's hope I will be nominated, and in case I will ask my friend to fly with me again, and definitely we will buy a big pack of gummy bears to survive.
And I will be your crew,
5
please.
kilos.
Can be our crew, yeah.
Okay. And so we know that gliding is a very complex thing. So what's the part of it that you love the most? What makes you the most happy and enthusiastic about aviation?
I take it as the complex sport because you have to, let's say, do a lot of preparations on the ground, and once you have prepared from the ground, then your performance in the air can be the best. And it's great that it's about decisions. So you have to calculate and you have to make a lot of decisions during short time and compare a lot of possibilities. So it is something which is really interesting, and this is what I like.
I can compare them with the glider aerobatics. So flying like on small competitions or big competitions, flying normal gliding could be good for me for the future, because you can start with glider aerobatics, but after some years you are slightly destroyed from them. So for the future, it's a good sport you can make for a long period of your life.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not so strong already, then you can turn to the normal gliding from aerobatics.
And so we all know you both are also instructors of gliding, right? So over the years, do you prefer flying solo or in a double-seater and teaching someone?
Especially for me to work like instructor or examiner, it makes me a lot of fun. So for the future, I hope I can go and make some exams and some teaching. It could be good for me, like a good next good period of my life. So it's good for me for the future.
I have experience from basic trainings to cross-country trainings, and definitely I love to teach and give the instructors lessons as a cross-country pilot, because it's great and it's fun.
And I must say it's very exceptional for someone to want to share their secrets of gliding. So we all know also, or maybe some, that you had your dream of having an aviation school for advanced pilots who wish to fly cross-country flights. Is there the chance of you still creating this dream, making it come true?
That's still my idea. Definitely we are buying double-seaters and slightly preparing for that. And
we buy not only double-seaters, we buy more seaters.
And tow planes as well, to be ready for this project. So maybe sometimes in the future it can happen here.
And so what did you change about the normal process of training pilots here?
I think that's in Czech Republic we have a, let's call it a problem, that after the basic training there is not continuous training for the cross-country pilots, no progress, usually. So this is what we missed here, and I think we have a good base in basic trainings in aero clubs, and we have to, inspire, and we have to choose newcomers or young pilots to continue in cross-country training and to move them forward. So that's idea behind the cross-country gliding school.
Good.
Nothing to say.
And now watching here the championship, we start to realize that Czech is very exceptional, Czechia, for having many young pilots. So how do you think that's possible here?
I think we are in a good position compared to the other countries, that we have, as you said, a lot of newcomers from let's say, young generation, which definitely help us, because as we travel around the world and we see a lot of, let's say, countries, and the people who flies gliders are usually, let's say, older people, let's say 40, 50 plus, and we are benefiting that there is a already existing group of young people in Czech Republic, and due to the social network, thanks to the social network and thanks to the connection between the people here, and as well we are a small country for a good connection between pilots from different clubs, there is a group of young people involved in gliding, and they are bringing new other young people to the gliding. So that's great base for future of gliding in Czech Republic.
Yeah, we are still in 3,600 glider pilots or more. So comparing with especially Germany, which is #1, we are on the same level for many years, and a lot of young people are still coming to the clubs, which is really good, as Thomas says.
Yes, that's amazing. And so now when you watch the juniors here, is there something you're surprised about from their approach to gliding, or about how they compete and prepare?
I definitely have to say yes, because their performance, their, let's say, flying skills, and the level of airmanship is really great, and I really appreciate to organize the Juniors World Gliding Championships.
I have an option today make 2 flights with not only juniors but a crew of the juniors, and I was happy how good the pilots were. So they are flying on high level comparing with some other people. So
you would not support the stereotype of juniors being the worst ones? No.
Definitely we can expect a, let's say, bright future of the gliding with these young pilots flying here, so that's great to see.
That's good to hear. And so for you personally, is there something that still inspires you over the years you've been flying and motivates you to continue on and on?
We can talk actually about, let's say, gold medal for Czech Republic in double-seaters in Szeged, and as we flew together double-seater as well, maybe that's the good inspiration for us to bring another medal for Czech Republic in the next competition.
Continue in this case.
That's definitely a good idea. And so probably the last question overall, how often do you shave your heads, man?
I do it every week once my hair reach my eyes.
And you, Luděk?
Principally the same.
Oh, good. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. It was lovely having you here, and maybe I will invite you once more. because it
Thank
was
you very
very
much.
good.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
And everyone else, please watch us tomorrow live at 10 at briefing, because we finally might have a flying day. So thank you very much and have a good evening.